What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with our video. Get those 10s and 20 views. Surprisingly melting in my Santa Claus, nice Christmassy sweatshirt I got here. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to do, and then I was like, you know what? I have 2 videos until Christmas, so let's react to some Christmas stuff. I found this one while searching history of Christmas. Christmas Darkest Legends Part 1 by Strange Realm TV. I don't know Strange Realm TV. Hopefully they're cool with me doing a reaction to their stuff. No, I have zero issue with any channel that chooses to like copyright claim me, aka I can't make money off it because they put in said hard work to make the video. But let's see. If not, then you'll never see this video, and I'll do something else. But yeah, it's like I know a few of them, and like I know Krampus, which is the first one. It says Krampus, Holiday Terror of the Alps. So let's leave the great Christmassy background for this one, and let's get to it.
Deep within the snow.
That is a sweet transition. I'm giving whoever made that originally, well done.
Snowy landscapes of Central and Eastern Europe, a legend has been passed down through the ages. This isn't your typical Christmas tale. This is the legend of Krampus, the horned anthropomorphic figure of Alpine folklore. While children...
I thought it was Germanian, but I guess Alpine would be the same area of the world. I had no idea.
Worldwide eagerly await Santa Claus in certain parts of Europe, there's another visitor they both anticipate and fear. Krampus, with his cloven hooves and horns of a goat, is the dark counterpart to St. Nicholas. On the night of December 6th, St. Nicholas rewards...
This photo looks so amazing. It's the eyes. If they just would have made them dark, I think the picture would have been like 10 times more scary, but the white eyes almost feel like they edited something out.
The well-behaved children with delightful gifts like oranges, dried fruit, walnuts, and chocolate. But the
standard stuff you find in your stockings nowadays. Oh God, look at these photos.
Mischievous ones, they get a visit from Krampus, who, instead of gifts, brings along birch rods to remind them
It looks like what the description of the Jersey Devil kind of looks like.
Of their naughty deeds. The origins of Krampus are shrouded in mystery. Some anthropologists believe he has pre-Christian roots, with celebrations.
Really? You think? Most religious holidays have pre-Christian roots.
Involving this fearsome creature dating back to the 6th or 7th century CE. In traditional parades known as the Krampuslauf, or Krampus Run, young men dress up as Krampus, parading through the streets, attempting to scare spectators with their antics. These events are so popular that they take place annually in most Alpine towns. And if you thought Krampus was just a European sensation, think again. Hollywood has embraced this dark legend. From the 2015 film Krampus to appearances in TV shows and video games, Krampus has found...
TV show Grimm has a Krampus episode, which is really cool.
His way into American pop culture. But it's not...
Yes, because we're a melting pot with a lot of the heavy German population around here. Not around here, but Western PA.
Not all about the scare factor. Krampus has a softer side too. In Austria and other parts of Europe, Krampus is featured on holiday greeting cards called Krampuskarten. These cards, sometimes humorous and sometimes menacing, showcase the many faces of Krampus. And if you're wondering about Krampus's appearance, well, it's hard to miss him. Hairy, usually brown or black, with the cloven hooves and horns of a goat. His long, pointed tongue lolls out, and he carries chains, thought to symbolize the binding of the devil by the Christian church. He thrashes these chains for dramatic effect, and sometimes they're accompanied by bells of various sizes. So, as you prepare for the festive season, remember the rich tapestry of traditions that shape our world. While Santa Claus represents the...
No, they don't tell you what Krampus does. Oh,
joy and giving spirit of Christmas, Krampus serves as a reminder of the consequences of our actions.
you didn't explain what Krampus does, though, unless it's like part two goes more into that. Like, no. Yeah, he would take kids, beat them with a twitch, which is a small stick, drag them off with a burlap sack to be hung in the highest tree, and then devour them on like Christmas or the day of the winter solstice, which is normally first day of December, first day of winter, which is normally December 21st. Love this snow transition, though. Love it.
From the Alps, we head north to the frosty landscapes of Iceland, where amidst the northern lights and geysers, a chilling legend has been passed down through generations. This isn't your typical festive tale. This is the story of Grýla. In the heart of Icelandic,
You'll notice a lot of these like old school like do bad, you get visited by someone evil. They all kind of have like similar features, like grayish skin, long fingers, horns, not good looking.
folklore stands Grýla, a menacing ogress with a reputation that precedes her. While
No, she's an ogre. Of course she's gonna be not that great looking.
children worldwide hang stockings and pen letters to Santa, Icelandic kids have another figure on their minds. Grýla, with her repulsive appearance and enormous stature, is not one to be trifled with, especially if you've been naughty. As winter blankets the land, Grýla descends from her mountain cave, her
Why does she have a beard?
ears tuned to the whispers of misbehaving children. With a giant sack in tow, she hunts, capturing these unsuspecting souls only to take them back to her lair. And her intentions? A stew, brewed with these very children, a dish
Oh, so it's Nordic Krampus.
she relishes. But Grýla wasn't always the Christmas terror. Tracing back to 13th century texts, she roamed the lands not as a Yuletide menace, but as a parasitic beggar. It was only in the 17th century that she became synonymous with the festive season, evolving into the child-hunting giantess we know today. And if you thought Grýla was the only concern for Icelandic children, think again.
They have to worry about the Cheshire Cat as well? I know we're all mad here, but come on.
She shares her dwelling with the Yule Cat, a massive feline with a taste for those who haven't been gifted new clothes for Christmas. And then
What kind of random bullshit is that? Your family's too poor to give you new clothes? I eat you. And I kind of want to boop the snoot. Just saying.
there are the Yule Lads, her notorious offspring, each with their own brand of mischief. Yet, amidst this terror, there's a hint of humor. Grýla's current husband, Lepaludi, is quite the character. Lazy and rather unimposing, he mostly stays back in their cave, perhaps wary of Grýla's rumored appetite that led her to devour her previous partners. So,
Yeah, you ate your last husband. Yeah, you do what you want, babe. I'm just going to chill here and not do shit. Let me know if you want something.
as the festive season approaches and you're wrapped up in the warmth of your homes, spare a thought for the children of Iceland.
I would love to be there, like, in the winter once. Just, like, a place that's just named, like, just snow and freezing. Just want to see how different it is than the forests of South Jersey.
While the world celebrates with joy and laughter, they hope to escape the gaze of Grýla. Happy holidays. And remember, it's not just the cold you should be worried about.
And not feeling the big points on that last ending.
Leaving the icy terrains of Iceland, we find ourselves in the rolling hills of Wales. Where rolling hills meet ancient castles, emerges a unique and
UK. They're in the UK. It's a small country next to England. On the same island.
captivating tradition. As winter's chill grips the land, a
It's where Wrexham is. Yep. The whole football team that Ryan Reynolds and the dude from It's Always Sunny from Philadelphia, that's where they're at.
peculiar figure roams the streets, bringing with it a blend of merriment and mystique. This is the tale of the Mari Lwyd.
It looks like the guy from The Ancient Magnus's Bride.
The Mari Lwyd, or grey mare in English, is a wassailing folk custom deeply rooted in South Wales. Unlike any other, this tradition features a horse figure, often made from a real horse's skull, adorned with ribbons, rosettes,
Recycling, I guess.
and glass bottle eyes, giving it a lifelike gaze. Mounted on a pole and draped with a white sheet, this eerie figure is carried from door to door during the Christmas season. But what does this spectral horse seek? Song and celebration. As dusk falls, a group, typically of men, carries the Mari Lwyd through village streets, singing and dancing. Accompanying the Mari are other characters, like Punch and Judy, and a leader who holds the reins, guiding the horse and leading the songs. The true magic begins when the Mari Lwyd party approaches a house. Through song, they request entry.
Gary, tell her I'm filming.
The inhabitants in turn offer reasons to deny them, also through song. This playful back and forth, known as the ponko, can last for quite some time, with verses exchanged and challenges met. Eventually, if the Mari Lwyd party proves persuasive, they are granted entry, bringing good luck to the household. Inside, the festivities continue, with the Mari Lwyd playfully causing chaos, while the rest of the party entertains with music and merriment. The origins of the Mari...
It's actually a pretty entertaining, kind of weird system. It's like, but if they get in, it's a good thing. So why would you not just be like, oh, I'm out of beer? Like,
Lwyd trace back to the 19th century, with its heyday between 1850 and 1920. Over time, the tradition saw a decline, with factors like the decrease of Welsh speakers and changing social norms playing a role. However, in recent years, there's been a resurgence of interest, breathing new life into this ancient custom. So, as the
boredom pandemic, where people got bored and started looking up like old customs, and someone was like, whoa, what's this? Oh, this is awesome.
festive season unfolds and carolers fill the air with joyous melodies,
I wonder where like Christmas carolers came from. Probably like this legend might be where that kind of custom might have started.
in Wales, the hauntingly beautiful song of the Mari Lwyd echoes through the night, a reminder of the rich tapestry of traditions that make the holidays so special.
Gofeision diniwed I ofyn am gynnar, I ofyn am gynnar, I ofyn am
Better ending that story.
From the traditions of Wales, we move to the picturesque regions of Alsace and Lorraine in France, where amidst the festive celebrations, a shadowy figure emerges, casting a spell of intrigue and caution. This is the tale of Hans Trapp.
Hans Trapp. The Scarecrow. Hey! I like this guy.
Hans Trapp, also known as Hans von Trotha, was a German knight and marshal who
That sounds so familiar, and I think it's like bugging me that name is just something about it. Like,
served under the Palatinate Prince-elect. Born in the town of Krosigk in the mid-15th century, Hans von Trotha's life took a dark turn when he was excommunicated from the Catholic Church. Stripped of his reputation and fortune, he began wandering the town dressed as a scarecrow, transforming into the figure now known as Hans Trapp.
yeah, you gotta figure back then the church pretty much like was like the second most powerful thing to like the king of that country. Like I think it was like the Pope had to be there to like to christen a new king, especially like in France type. So they strip your title. It's just like either move to a new country and learn their language, or you're screwed.
But what is it that makes Hans Trapp so fearsome? In regional legends, he's known for his avarice and unscrupulousness. Unlike the jovial Santa Claus who rewards good children, Hans Trapp serves as a stark contrast. While Santa delivers presents, Hans Trapp is known to hand out floggings, urging mischievous kids to mend their
A lot of the people have all the same thing. Bad kids get beaten by the figure, or eaten, or both.
ways. His mission? To convince these children to straighten up and be good. The legend paints Hans Trapp as a man who, in his desperation for power, made pacts with the devil. When his dark dealings came to light, he was excommunicated and exiled from Alsace, losing all his property and wealth. In his exile, Hans Trapp's ambitions took a sinister turn. He developed a craving for human flesh and decided to act on this macabre desire.
Good choice of word there.
Disguising himself as a scarecrow, he roamed the roadsides, searching for
I'm a Celtic, not a French.
unsuspecting victims. One fateful day, he encountered a young child, whom he brutally attacked and planned to feast upon.
Called it. Called it. Ooh, that's a good photo. Hey, see, why don't you look at this photo if you watch this one?
Standing at an imposing 6 feet 7 inches, Hans Trapp's
I'm 6'4".
physical stature was a sight to behold, especially
Oh, figure back then they had to be average height of a guy was like 5'5", 5'6". Yeah, Napoleon was actually above average height for his time period. Let's put it that way.
during a time when the average height was much shorter. Over time, his legend grew, and he became a figure used to instill fear in children during the time of St. Nicholas in Alsace. The tale of Hans Trapp serves as a chilling reminder of the duality of the festive season. While joy, laughter, and gifts are abundant, legends like Hans Trapp add a touch of mystery and caution to the celebrations. So, as the festive lights twinkle and carols fill the air,
Oh, that is a cool photo. Oh, I like that one. I could pull that off in like 20, 30 years.
remember the tales that have been passed down through generations, tales that remind us to stay on the path of goodness.
Especially with the snow effect added on top of it. That
From
was a really
France,
cool photo.
our journey takes us to the enchanting lands of Southeast Europe.
Portugal, to be more precise. Know how I know that? The Wall. This is also where the Witcher series legends come from.
Where amidst the festive lights and joyous carols, a peculiar creature emerges from the shadows. A creature that's neither ghost nor goblin, but something
A ghoul. Sorry, I've been listening to Harry Potter books again.
in between.
A Christmas
Dive
gremlin?
into the captivating legend of the Calicansaros. The Calicansaros, a name that rolls off the tongue with a hint of mystery, is a malevolent being deeply embedded in Southeast European and Anatolian folklore. From Greece to Bulgaria, Turkey to Serbia, tales of this creature have been whispered for generations. But what exactly is the Calicansaros?
It looks like a little gremlin, which I think in another Grimm episode, they actually had little creatures that you could knock out with fruitcake. Couldn't remember the word. Sorry.
Often described as a chthonic creature, it resides in the underworld for most of the year. However, during the 12 days of Christmas, from December 25th to January 6th,
Oh my God, this is the creature from that episode of Grimm. Go watch Grimm. It's a great TV series. It's done too. It's been over.
these creatures are believed to surface, causing all sorts of mischief and mayhem. While their appearance varies across regions, common descriptions paint them as small, black, and somewhat humanoid, but with long tails. Their eyes burn with mischief,
Yeah. Yep.
and their bodies, often covered in hair, emit a foul odor.
God, I just love like when TV shows actually do their like research into things. Like Supernatural and Grimm are the two that really come to my mind, where it's like they stuck to like realized myth and legends for their supernaturally creatures.
Some say they have animalistic features, like goat legs or boar tusks, while others see them as deformed little devils. Their mission during their brief stint on the surface? To cause chaos, From stealing food to hiding tools, ruining furniture to making a mess wherever they tread, the Kalakantsaroi are the ultimate tricksters. But their mischief isn't just limited to pranks. Legends say that throughout the year, they are busy sawing the tree of life, intending to bring about the collapse of the earth. However, every Christmas, they get so engrossed in their surface escapades that they forget their primary mission. By the time they return, the tree has healed, and they must start their sawing all over again. Protecting oneself from the
Wouldn't like another creature of goodness, I know that's the word I'm using, stop them?
Kalakantsaroi is a task in itself. Folklore suggests various methods, from leaving a colander on the doorstep, they can't count beyond 2, and are entrapped in an endless loop of counting the holes, to keeping the fire burning all night. Some even leave food on their roofs to appease these creatures, hoping to divert their attention. As the Epiphany approaches and the 12 days come to an end, the Kalakantsaroi retreat, disappearing into the underworld, only to return the next year. Their legend, a blend of mischief and caution, adds a unique flavor to the festive season in Southeast Europe.
God, those photos just look like Furbies, like the original Furbies.
As we close the book on this chapter of timeless Christmas tales, our journey through the mystical realms of Yuletide lore is far from over. The wonders and mysteries of Christmas are boundless, and there are still many stories left to be told. Keep your eyes on Stranger Realms TV, as part 2 of our series promises to unveil even more captivating legends that have shaped our holiday traditions. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to join us on this continued adventure into the heart of Christmas magic. Until our paths cross again, may the festive spirit keep your imagination alight and your curiosity kindled. Farewell for now, but not for long.
Yeah, I like giving the people who I react to their full due, especially if I'm like actually liking what they're doing. Yeah, like I said, I knew a few of those based on my love of mythology. Hence why I knew Krampus, and that Hans guy sounded familiar, and the last little devils, and TV shows like watching Supernatural, Grimm. Yeah, a lot of these countries, especially the old European ones, definitely had Santa Claus figure before the Catholic Church and whatnot. But they also like, well, we can't just be like, oh yeah, you're good, you get a toy. We need another figure for the little bastards that need to get beaten, which we can't do nowadays because no, morally incorrect. But back then, no, yeah, they didn't care. So a lot of these countries have a character that just signifies the like almost anti Santa Claus, who's supposed to be like this big, happy, joyous guy. We need someone big, dark, and scary to counter him. But that is it. That's all I have. I hope this video comes up, and if it does stay up, I will do part 2 on Saturday to just roll right into Christmas. Until then, I'll see you weird people later.